Hey, what's up to the Mix It Up podcast? I'm Mike. That's Nick. We are back with another fine episode. I left it off before at the BBO NYG podcast for you Giant fans. I said we'll be talking about an important topic in detail on the Mix It Up podcast tonight about the NFL and their policy with the COVID situation. But whatever, we'll get into that. But first, Nick has got on the fresh kick.
On
He's
it.
eating fresh now. Nick, tell us about it. Tell us about your experience on Fresh and Lean.
All right, I'm gonna tell you my experience. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it at all. So I started yesterday, and I felt great. I never got tired at all, which I'm sure everybody knows what happens. You get the old itis. You eat a meal, even if it's not a big meal. You eat a shitty meal, you're gonna feel like shit afterwards. It feels great while it's going down.
Right.
That's
You
what
go to
she
Burger
said.
King, you're like, yeah.
Fuck yeah, it's the
Give
best.
me, yeah, give me one of those Hershey pies. Give me I've been ordering off the dollar menu, which doesn't happen anymore since yesterday. I'm done with Burger King. But you get a chicken sandwich, a bacon cheeseburger, fries, a soda, and a Hershey's pie, and it's like $6. How could you go wrong with that, right?
Dude, you're making me
But
want to
that's
go
all-
back.
But that's all in the past, though, man. When you look at yourself, you
Right.
see that you're getting fat and you're feeling like shit. You eventually have to say it's time to make a change. So you made the change. I
Right.
followed your steps, and I felt good yesterday. Like I said, today I felt very hungry because certain ones of the breakfasts just don't fill you up as much. Like oatmeal personally doesn't fill me up. I can
Yeah.
eat a whole gallon of it, and the oatmeal breakfast sucked. I can't lie, but a lot of the meals are really good actually. I've had breakfast yesterday. It's delicious. The lunches and the dinners are pretty good.
Yeah,
And they're organic, right?
yeah, they're all organic, farm made. That's why it's different every week because it's like it depends what they have fresh.
Yeah.
So they fucking mix it up all together, man. Dude, like
Mix it up.
I'm actually like I'm a fan of the breakfast. I love oatmeal. Like oatmeal does fill me up. It's the ones with the muffin that I know you get. You get like two little mini muffins that don't do shit to me. It don't fill me up.
Yeah.
But you have to eat like some healthy food, like snacks. So I recommended like if you ever go to Apple Farm in Elmsford, like right on like 119, they got like so many different kinds of nuts, or seeds or whatever, and different fruits, obviously. So I go with like the walnuts and the almonds, and I tell you, you grab a handful, you drink of water throughout the day. That's really like all you need because that shit like fills you up, and you're not craving. I'm not gonna fucking like, oh my god, I need a fucking frosty at Wendy's. Let me fucking go get it now. Like I hate being in that fucking mind, like state of mind. Sure, it's fucking delicious when you're throwing down a frosty. I mean, nothing beats it, to be honest with you. Like, you know what I mean? You have a frosty on like a hot day, man, you're just like a fat fuck, just living life, loving every bit of it. But then, man, like that shit gets you. Because you come like crashing down when you eat all that shit. Like at the end of the night, then you get
Yeah.
these fucking headaches. You're fucking tired. You're like annoyed.
Ah!
But when you
Damn,
eat
you're
right,
fucking
eat all
getting
this
brain
shit,
freeze.
like you feel good. Like your aura's better. Your vibe is fucking awesome. So definitely use that code Fresh20, man, to get that $20 off your first meal.
Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what it's all about, right? Putting it in your system and making yourself a better human being.
We're like cars, man. You got to fill us up with the right gas.
Yeah.
That's it.
Shit. Yeah, I'm digging it. It's
You
just
wait,
nice.
you wait till after a week, man. You're gonna be like, holy shit! Like I thought I felt the difference after a couple days. You're gonna be like, holy shit! After a week, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think more people should do it. And it's not that fucking much money. It's like 150 a week on average, but you're getting 15 fucking meals.
Yeah.
You
You know
know,
what I think I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna use this and then wean myself off of it a little bit. Like the breakfast, for instance, I can make my own breakfast as long as I'm still working from home. I can make my own eggs and stuff like that.
right?
Not gonna make my own lunch or dinner, so I'll keep those. So that'll cut it down. It'll be $100 a week. Big deal. You can go out like and spend $12 at a fast food joint every single day, and you're up to fucking $60. And then
Yeah.
what's an extra? And that's only for lunch.
That's
So and then you got to spend more money for dinner. So you're in essence potentially saving money by doing this. If
Dude,
if you eat out all the time, which I usually do
Right.
a lot.
Usually do. Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people don't sit home and just make all their meals throughout like the whole fucking week.
Yeah.
But like online fresh and lean, can you choose not to get breakfasts? Could you just double up on? You could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I didn't know that was like an option.
Yeah, you could just
Huh.
say I want 10 meals.
Oh, and then just be all like lunch and dinner.
Yeah, and then
You
just
can
don't hit the
eliminate
breakfast
that one.
button. Yep.
Oh wow. Oh shit, that's something to think about. But you got to watch out, like with those eggs, man. That if you're not making like egg whites, if you're just making like regular eggs, dude, your cholesterol could go through the roof if you're eating eggs all the time. Because, dude, I was getting physical recently. And my cholesterol was fucking high.
You were eating eggs every day?
I was eating eggs a lot, dude. Like a lot. Like probably like because I was lifting too. Like I was at the gym hard, so I wanted that like extra protein and shit. So I mean, I wasn't throwing them down like in the Rocky movies where he just cracks them open and throws them in the jar and goes right back. Like that's sick. That's fucking sick. You don't do that. You get like some kind of bird flu or some shit for that. And so I just like I made like regular eggs scrambled, and I was throwing down probably like four of them. I give some to Barkley, and other than that, like boom. I throw fucking like at least five, maybe even six times a week.
Bring me eggs.
I was making eggs a lot. So yeah, my cholesterol fucking shot through the roof. So you gotta watch out for that shit, bro.
Yeah. Well, hey, what are you gonna do? I guess it's all in moderation because what you were saying about the almonds, I was munching on almonds like a while ago. They're a great snack. They're delicious, but they're very hard to put down. Once you start popping them, they're just unstoppable. You could eat all of them, right?
Yeah,
But
when you said munching on almonds, I just picture you going down on some stripper named Almond.
Shame.
Yeah, shit.
Shame.
But yeah, they're good. Yeah,
they are good, but I ate too many of them one time and I fucking felt like shit. So it's weird how you could eat stuff to a limit. You could drink stuff to a limit. Like sometimes you'd be like, oh, I can't drink a whole gallon of water every day. I can't even drink a half a gallon of water every day. But we could sit down and throw down fucking 15 beers in like 2 hours.
with no problem.
No problem at all.
Yeah. Dude, you're right. You look at a couple bottles of Poland Spring, I'm like, that don't look appealing. But then you look at like a fucking 12 pack of like fucking, Kieran Ichiban's, you're like, hell
Right.
yeah.
Let's
Like,
go.
I'm going to town on these fucking things. It's one of the things like with that scale. So I bought this scale that, registers all your information right to your phone. It's an app like Fit and Track or whatever. Like, so like I downloaded that habit. So it's keeping track of my weight, my body fat, mass, visceral fat, like the fat around like your gut, and how much like water intake like you take. So right now, like on like the water, like I didn't realize I was drinking like like not enough water, man, and it registers that. But like when I try to like go crazy with the water, I'm fucking pissing all the time. Like I'm at night, I'm waking up like twice just to fucking piss because I'm fucking adding more water to my body. I just don't know I don't know. I don't know how to fix that. Like I'm at like I don't know 49%. You got to check out these numbers, man. You should get
Wait, 49% what? 49% what?
They have like different numbers where your range should be, how much water you're intaking.
Oh,
So it's like my number's like it's like kind of on the low side, not even at the standard, like which in the middle. But
Yeah.
I highly recommend you get this scale, man, because you can keep track of like a lot of that shit you wouldn't just normally take. But I did
Yeah.
notice besides peeing a lot, when I was drinking a lot more water, like my energy level was kind of like staying put. I didn't have no like ups or downs, no crashes, like no nothing like that. So
uh-huh.
I don't know. Like that's something else next. It's only like $80, $90 to get that scale.
Well,
If you ever decide to do that.
there's actually a promotion going on right now. The first person who shares this podcast visibly to us will get to be able to buy their own one of those themselves.
You hear that? You'll be able to buy it. You won't need our permission. Like, oh, you won't. Well, you do need our permission to buy it. So as long as just share the fucking podcast, man. Share it. Because like,
Oh,
we got people like in India and Ghana listen to this podcast. Like, shout out
What's
to
up?
those people. Thank you for listening to this show. Like it was great to see all the people in the States, like, listen to this pod. But if you look at the numbers, you could search by location. And do we have people downloading it in India, Ghana? That's just like, man, shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like all around the world, man. Some person in India is listening to us right now. That's fucking nuts.
They probably typed in something on like YouTube, how to mix up Concrete or something, and like our podcast came on, and they were like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And they
We're
clicked it
like
by accident.
we were an ad. That's all we were.
Yeah.
We were an ad, and they clicked on it by accident.
Yeah, but
Poor
thanks
guys.
to thanks Ghana and India people, we love you.
Now they got
You're our
scales
biggest
and fresh
fans.
food delivered to the house every day.
Oh shit. All
All right.
right, so I guess that's enough of the food talk. Let's get
Yep.
down to the nitty gritty, to all those football fans out there who may or may not have tuned in to the podcast today.
Man.
Mike, tell
Yeah.
us what's going on.
I think we should take a let's leave a little tease. We should take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with the Mix It Up podcast.
My nipples are.
All right, we are back with the Mix It Up podcast. That was another quick break. Yeah, Nick, like what were you saying, man? What should we talk about? The NFL?
Yeah, let's talk about the NFL, man. I heard some stuff through you, so tell me what did we hear?
All right, so basically, like the NFL, they decided to make it if you didn't have the COVID vaccine, that
thank God for COVID.
You know, like you would have to basically like if one of the non-vaccinated players got COVID and gave it to like their team, or their team wouldn't be allowed to play then that following week, they would have to forfeit the game. So people would, rightfully so, they would have big questions like, well, how do you tell like from a non-vax or a vaccinated person, like how do you know like they got it from, you know what I mean? How do you contact trace that? Like, so basically like I don't know what they're trying to do, but it seems like they're trying to almost threaten you to get the vaccine. Otherwise, you won't be working for the NFL anymore. So it's like this, like a guy like on the bubble, like a training camp that's trying to make the team. Like there was already a couple stories that they wanted to invite a couple people to camp and possibly sign them, but since they were unvaccinated, they told them no right off the bat, like don't even show up. Because now it's like it's almost putting pressure on this shit. Like, why is the NFL doing that? But that's like people should be worried about that, because if the NFL is going to do it, what's going to stop from your company doing it? Like, what if your company wanted you to come into work next week, but you have to get the vaccine? Otherwise, we're going to let you go. Now you got to make a choice about your livelihood over a vaccine. So they're pretty much like holding a gun to your head, telling you get the vaccine. And you don't think that's going to have a trickle down effect where you're going to see like a lot of small companies like underneath the NFL, like whatever the case may be, supermarket, whatever, like retail, anything you people do. Like, is your employer going to be like, hey, like, I need proof that you got the vaccine, otherwise we're going to have to let you go. So now you got to be like, you got to decide if like you don't really want the vaccine, you just go. But then where are you going to work? That's a really tough position to put somebody in, especially when they first started with this whole shit. They tried to bribe us. Remember, they were like, oh, you get the COVID shot, we'll give you a fucking free Krispy Kreme donut. We'll give you fucking free gas for a day, or tickets to a ball game, or whatever the fuck. So the bribery didn't work. So now they're pretty much like they're putting that noose around their neck, man. They're trying to choke us out with it until we're forced to get it.
I mean, I thought they were just supposed to have 70% vaccinated in the country, and then we'd be all good, right?
The herd immunity, right? Is that what you're referring to?
Well, I mean, there are people now, a lot of people apparently getting COVID, getting the coronavirus after they've been vaccinated. Right. So it's either the vaccine doesn't work and they know it, and that's why they want everybody to like, oh shit, we're fucked. Everybody's got to get vaccinated, you know? Or they want to vaccinate us because there's something in it, and they want to just get everybody fucking vaccinated. I know that people will say, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. I don't care what you say to me, honestly. And just because I have a different point of view, go fuck yourself, basically, if that's what you think. If I can't think this fucking way, then fuck you. How about that? But think outside the box a little bit, you know? I could lie right to your fucking face and tell you that Mike is a very nice guy, and you believe me. And then 10 minutes later, he just fucking killed you. So why would you believe something that you have no idea fucking about? Why would you take everything for face value? Do you really think the government is so above fucking you over? They fuck you over every single day of your life. There's been plenty of governments out there The Germans killed everybody. What's the difference between them and fucking America? I know that we're not Nazis and we're not killing everybody, but they could easily fucking lie to you and fucking manipulate your fucking brain. So if you can't sit down and say, maybe that's correct, then you should analyze your life a little bit more and say, maybe I should be a little bit open-minded instead of being so fucking closed-minded. If somebody says, you know what, maybe they're spraying coronavirus from fucking chemtrails. Oh, you're a fucking psychopath. Okay, you're a fucking psychopath for not ever thinking outside of anything that anybody's ever fucking told you from since you were in grammar school reading a fucking history book until you're fucking reading the newspaper. So open your fucking minds, everybody.
That's called brainwashing. That's called brainwashing from the beginning.
Microphone drop. I'm out. Government's going to kill me. Peace out. Something fucking snapped inside of me just now.
That's exactly what it is. The brainwashing from when you were a kid, like school, like you were pretty much brainwashed not to think outside the box. Right. That's fucking pretty fucking sad. Like, you know, it just brings you back to like the whole thing. Like and you mentioned like the Germans and the Nazis. Did you know the Nazis had pieces of flair that they made the Jews wear?
We need to talk about your flair.
Pieces of flair?
Yeah, that's from the movie Office Space. I had to throw it in there, man. It's the first thing that fucking popped in my head. It was just the fucking best movie. But anyway, like going back to the whole COVID thing, it's like the same deal, like with people, like with the vaccine, not to get it, you know, whatever. I don't care what your beliefs are. If you want to get it, get it. If you don't. But I'm not going to go after you for getting the virus. And I would hope you wouldn't come after me for not wanting to get the vaccine. You know what I mean? So it's it's weird. I have people that go after me on Twitter because I don't, think the vaccine is, works. I don't, like you said, like, I don't think it's probably not working, and they don't want to admit it because these fucking pharmaceutical companies going to make a lot of fucking money on it. So why would they come out and say like, oh, it's not really working? Or maybe it is a fucking little mini microchip they're fucking injecting. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Whatever. That's neither here nor there. But the whole reason, like, it reminds me, like, you don't want to question scientists about the vaccine, but why do we go for second opinions when we talk to doctors? And they're a trusted source, right? So why can't we just, look at scientists? I'm like, oh, I kind of would like a second opinion on this. So I just feel like that's my opinion. That's my second opinion, is not getting the vaccine. I want more research done, I'm not one of those anti-vacciners where I wouldn't get the mumps and the measles, the shot like when you were a fucking kid. Like shit, I get my dog vaccines. Like when he gets sick, like those shits have been around. Like, you know what I mean? I believe in that shit. I believe in the science. Mm-hmm. But when this shit's been like political and, from the start, it was created man-made in the lab. Now you want a man-made virus, to try to cure it. Like, what are you doing to us? Like, I don't understand what's going on. And you're getting people like upset where they're fighting with each other, vax and non-vax, saying like the unvax could pretty much be a carrier around. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? Like, then they're saying numbers like 90% of the unvaccinated are the ones that have COVID and are dying or going into the hospital now. I'm like, there's no fucking evidence of that.
Yeah.
Like it's just nonstop, man. It's just fucking craziness.
It's because it just gives people another outlet to be a part of a group, a herd, to just bully people. And it's a goddamn shame that people are so, and this is coming from a very unstable human being, that people are so emotionally unstable and must have gotten like whatever happened to them when they were younger, man, getting picked on or like having a terrible childhood. I don't know. And now having an outlet to feel like, oh, I'm powerful behind the fucking computer screen.
Right.
And I'm going to bully people. No, you're supposed to move forward. You're supposed to forgive that and strengthen yourself and move on. You're not supposed to say, I'm giving it back to somebody. That's called revenge. And that's fucking evil. Like people are fucking a lot of people are just shitty fucking, and it sucks because I don't know if they're just immature, they're in their mindset, or like they just can't get over things that have happened to them. But like, you shouldn't take things out on other people.
Dude, you know what they told me? Like in some tweets, they're like, oh, because I'm unvaccinated, like you deserve to die then. I don't care if you die. I'm like, how can you fucking say that to somebody?
Right.
Like,
right.
You keyboard little fucking bitch, Why don't you fucking come say that to my fucking face?
That's the same.
They hide behind these keyboards. It's almost like, yo, I'll give you my address. Like, you show up.
Dude,
we'll get it on.
That's the same people that don't hold the door open for you at fucking ShopRite, that don't say thank you
Yeah, right.
when you fucking let them cross the road or anything. And the same motherfuckers that'll flip you the bird in their car. You
Right.
know what I mean? And they're the same little fucking douchebags that are fucking just, you know what I'm talking about. You
I
know.
know. Those they're the worst, man. When you get the fucking little finger and shit.
Oh God.
Like that's what the hell is he barking at? My dog is just going ape shit. Like I think he's seen a ghost or whatever. But yeah, like the people that give like the fingers and shit, they're the worst. You just want to fucking catch up to them and just fucking.
Yeah. What are you barking at, Barkley? He's barking at all the trolls out there.
Dude, it's weird. I wish I could get the camera on. I don't know what he's barking at. He's just staring. Like, and it's freaking me out. Like
Barkley,
I can't get it because I have this fucking thing on.
is he just staring at the wall?
Dude, let me see if I can get the screensaver off. And just dude, he's like barking as crazy at the fucking wall, man. If I get this on YouTube, we gotta fucking check this out on YouTube. This is bugging me the fuck out right now. Yeah, right. What the fuck? Yo, there's nothing there.
Is he barking at the wall though?
It's like he's barking at the like this. This is what that TV is, right? But it's like he's either barking at the TV or to the wall, like right next to it.
Dude, he probably sees himself in the fucking reflection of the TV.
No, he knows his reflection is mirror. Like
Really?
I put him up to the mirror and I try to put my hand behind his head, and he turns around because he knows it's there.
Oh, okay.
Like he knows it. He knows like his reflection. That's him. He's not one of those idiot dogs where like he'll just stare at like in the mirror and like barking at him like it's some other fucking crazy dog. Yeah, my dog is fucking smart. He's not a fucking dumb dog like those dogs. But I don't know what the fuck he's doing right now. Like you could see him perfectly, right?
Yeah.
This
get
YouTube
up.
is gonna be fantastic.
Why don't you get up and fucking see what he's barking at?
All right. I mean, I kind of don't want to go over there. Yeah, all right. So, all right, you got me on tape.
I'll just talk to myself for a while.
What are you barking?
So there is a topic that I'd like to talk about today. I never really understood why a concave object, such as a spoon, turns your reflection. Speaking of reflections, turns your reflection upside down. I'll never understood it. I'll never be able to grasp the idea. I'll never be able to wrap my head around it. And that's about it. See you later.
Spoon is spoon. Oh man, well thanks for that, Nick.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, man. He's still staring at shit.
He's seen the netherworld, man.
Maybe he's in like the other realm, man, right now.
You know,
well, the other assholes with.
I don't remember what we were talking about, but all I could think of right now is Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots. I read this article one time where he was talking about cocaine and how the cocaine, I guess in the 80s and 90s, was like so much purer than it is now. And he would get so high, and he had 2 Dobermans, I think, that he would get so high and demons would come for him. But the fucked up thing is the dogs would start barking before the demons got there, and he knew that they were coming, and they would come right through the fucking wall.
That's crazy. That put chills behind my neck, man, because I took like 2 gummies tonight and I'm on this fucking pod. Like, I'm like, what? I'm like, my dog is freaking the fuck out, man.
Shit.
That's more like, I think we should do a podcast from like a haunted house, like a real life haunted house or a haunted hotel. We should do a podcast from there, but in 2 separate rooms. Like you stay in one room, I'll stay in the other, like in the hallway, and then we'll like see what the fuck happens.
No way, man.
We could be like ghost hunters and shit.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that?
No.
I've always been interested in that kind of shit, man. Not that it would like terrify me. I'm just interested.
Yeah. I don't know. That shit would scare me, man. I can't go into that shit. I mean, we talked about it all last week about being scared shitless in houses, right?
Oh yeah, we did. I mean, yeah, we can't go back down that fucking road again. Otherwise, we definitely got to do it.
All right, but what if so what's up with football though? The NFL though, they're really doing that. They're gonna stop. They're trying to get everybody vaccinated. Yeah. Is it because they're in the payroll of? There's a couple reasons why they're probably doing it. They don't want to get fined or anything, right? They don't want to be the reason for an NFL outbreak or whatever.
Right.
They don't want, or they could be in the pockets of the the big pharmaceutical companies.
That's
right?
what I'm thinking. Yep.
But how much more money are they going to make because they're I don't know how many people are on a football team. 40,
So like 50. Shit.
50. I mean, it's not like
practice squad and two. Like you're talking
Yeah.
about a lot of guys that go to fucking these games. You know.
Yeah, I guess then the paying off thing probably doesn't make sense because it's not like they're getting so many people to do it.
Well, it's just weird that they would like threaten to have these teams forfeit a game. Now, if the NFL is forcing you to forfeit a game, they're losing money because that game's not getting played on Sunday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if they're not caring about that, they must be listening to like the corporations because like who controls like the media? Like they use television. The media controls it. Whatever.
Right.
You all heard those stories, but the NFL, it seems like all right, they're a corporation, but who pays for the NFL? Like how does NFL generate a lot of revenue? And that money is coming from the TV contracts. TV contracts from different news outlets like ABC, NBC, ESPN, the NFL network. They're all throwing in money for like select games, you know what I mean? And Monday Night Football exclusive is DirecTV exclusive. So all this money is coming from corporations, the media, the news. So it's like that's the people that kind of consider they want to kind of control us in a way. So it's coming from them. So if they're controlling what the NFL does, that's saying something because now other small companies are going to start following suit.
Right, which is going to be fucked up.
That's pretty much all it comes down to. So like I don't want to I love watching the NFL. I don't want to see these games not get played or whatever. So then plus these guys, everybody's into fantasy football. Like what if their guys missing this game because of this fucking bullshit reason?
Right.
So it's like it's a whole mess like with the whole fantasy sports. And what if that's your team? Like every game matters in the NFL because they're only playing 17 games this year, or excuse me, like 18 games this year, or is it 17? No, it's 17 games. Yeah, they upped it one more game. So if they lose out like on that one fucking game, then the NFL loses fucking money. It just everything doesn't make sense, man. When it comes to that. So
yeah, I know. It's gonna be I don't know if they start pushing back on everybody. I don't know what's gonna happen because there's gonna be a lot of people that aren't going to do it no matter what.
Right.
I mean, I really don't want to do it because I don't think that I should have to do it. Only because, I mean, not only because, but I had it, like I've said many times on here. So why would I need to get a fucking vaccine to fight something that I've already had? And if we're supposed to be worried about these other variants, then obviously this vaccine does nothing to stop them. So why the fuck would I get it? Or should I have to get it? I should be able to show you proof that I already fucking had it. That should be the most valuable. That's probably the most potent fucking thing that will allow me to not fucking get it, right? You would think.
You have the antibodies now, but they say like the antibodies don't last like for a while.
Yeah, but that's fucking bullshit.
But who gives a shit? Like,
I don't fucking believe that, man. I don't believe that everything about this thing is different than any other fucking virus before fucking it. I mean, I don't fucking know. Oh, we don't know if you could fight it. What do you mean?
Do it!
Like, what do you mean you don't know if I could fight it? Why wouldn't I be able to fight it if I already fought? Like, why would I get it again? Hasn't that been proven that you don't really get viruses again?
Right. I never heard of like if you're like reoccurring. And even if you do reoccur, like is it going to be a lot worse than what you got? Like you already had it. You already had the immune system to take care of it. Right. So it obviously wouldn't get worse. You'd probably get maybe a symptom. It's like catching a cold every fucking year. I think that's what it pretty much comes down to.
Yeah.
But my belief is like I think COVID, like it was man-made in the fucking lab. I really believe that. And I think all it is just like an amplifier. You know how people say you don't die from COVID, you die from your underlying conditions? It seems like COVID is almost like an amplifier where it makes any kind of problem you had in your body, like an exaggerated. Like, if you had like a bad cough, now it's like, oh shit, you got a really bad cough, or bronchitis or whatever. or
Hmm.
if you had like a fucked up knee and now your knee's like just fucking a lot more sore than what it was. If you had an earache or inner ear problem and just it just got worse. That's what I think it made. It just because it's like everybody has so many different symptoms that it just made all these symptoms just fucking like it's a million symptoms like on COVID if you look
Yeah.
it up. And it just seems like it made anything you ever had just made it a lot worse.
Literally, the only
I
symptom
think.
that is the only symptoms that is not COVID is sneezing.
How's that real?
I don't know, but
How
it's
do they
it's
know that kind of shit? Like what?
it's it's not part of it's not a symptom.
I mean, how? I mean, that's fucking crazy, man.
I know. I used to do the contact tracing job, right? And that was not one of the symptoms on the list.
Wow,
And then you look it up and it's not a symptom.
that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
But like you could wake up like you could write anything in Google and be like, I woke up today and my it was raining outside. Like, oh, you have COVID. That's a symptom. You know?
right? Any fucking thing.
Everything. Anything
Yeah,
and everything.
right.
That's what's crazy about it, man. That's what's crazy. That's I don't know. That's why I don't know. Who knows? I feel like I have COVID right now. My fucking brain hurts because I'm fucking I didn't eat enough today. Fuck fresh and lean.
No, stay on it, man. I'm telling you, after like a week, you go like, oh shit, like I feel good. Like
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it's fucking, it's different. You eat like fucking shit, dude. It's a big fucking difference, man. You'll notice it so much more if you like, because I had like one like day where I kind of cheated. I ate like fucking pretty much 4 or 5 slices of Gigi's pizza. Like it's the best pizza around. So what the fuck? Margarita, fucking pepperoni, fucking sausage. So I had like 4 slices of them, but I tell you, I felt like worn down after. I'm like, man, like you're gonna notice when you fucking have some like meal with like a normal meal that you consider normal, like when you were eating, like whether it be like Taco Bell or fucking, steaks or whatever, wherever you go, like you're gonna notice how much like that affects you
Yeah.
after eating good for amount of
Right.
time.
How long you been eating good for?
Man, I think it's like I'm going into my fourth week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I so like Friday when we get delivery on Friday again, it'll be starting week 5.
Nice.
Yeah, and I lost like 10 pounds. So it's definitely fucking definitely working, man, to lose out. And I really didn't even increase my cardio. I just fucking dropped it because like eating right, like it's almost like you're getting rid of like fat. Like I've noticed like cuts and like on my shoulders now, my thighs. Like, I'm starting to like get like more lean.
Yeah.
Hence the name of the company, Fresh and Lean. I chose a protein option. I want to get lean, son.
Sure.
So I don't know. Like I think it's fucking working, man. I want to keep continuing this. I don't want to go back to eating like garbage. I don't think I could ever go back to eating that way.
Yeah, I feel you. I like it too. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. Just nice to have meals ready. You know, that was
Oh,
a problem that I always ran into. I would wait. I would be working, and then I would wait till like 1 o'clock. I didn't eat anything because I don't have anything, and then I would go out and get shitty food to eat, and then it would just spiral after that. Then you eat another shitty meal, then you drinking. It's all a spiral. It's all a fucking spiral effect.
dude, it's the convenience of it though. It's so fucking convenient. It's like they make it so easy for you to eat right and eat right the way. Like it's just like you have it already done. It's imagine like you have to be a legit chef because a chef makes these things. They pack it up, and chef like creates all this fucking food, but like they put it all together, whether it be like white rice, some spinach, it's like it's just fantastic, fantastic food. Like you got to try it. Like whoever's not trying it, like just try it.
I like how you call
Definitely
them
life
chef.
changing.
I like how you say that chefs are fucking gourmet chefs are making it. They got like slave labor going on for fucking like 40 cents an hour, and everybody's got fucking chef on their name. Oh, hi chef. Hi chef. Hi chef. You're a chef. I'm a chef. Your dad's a chef, honey. Don't make fun of him. He's a chef. Look at his shirt.
Fresh and Lee got like 20 day laborers fucking cooking our foods and shipping us out in fucking boxes.
Yeah.
No, I picture like fucking Monica from Friends when she was a chef. I picture her making these fucking meals and then her workers just packing them up all and sending it to us.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this food is amazing. Fucking, I love it.
That's
I
not
know,
what happened.
I know, but listen, a boy could dream.
Shit, but yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I guess like let's wrap it up here on
Wrap
the
it up.
Mix It Up fucking podcast, man. So if you're not following us, follow us at the Mix It Up podcast on Twitter. Follow the BBO NYG podcast. If you like the Giants, you like football. Follow us like wherever on Instagram. Nick, what's our Instagram handle? Like BBO NYG podcast _ Mix It Up, something like
Oh,
that.
on Instagram?
Yeah. Well, what's your Instagram? You
The
want to shout that
Instagram,
out?
well, our Mix It Up Instagram is just the Mix It Up Pod.
Oh, right. Okay. So we have two there. So we have one BBO NYG _ Mix It Up, and then a separate one Mix It Up Pod. So follow us both. Nick has posted stories on there.
Yeah.
Check that out. Come follow us. Shout out to the people like all over the world, like listen to us. Appreciate you. Tell some neighbors, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe in Peru, Argentina. Take a listen, and then we'll just keep doing this forever. So until then, peace.
Later.
I'm the cat in the box.